Hello, my name is Alexis Estevez. I'm your teacher. You know me. Today, we're going to learn about a chord progression. It's a little difficult, but I think you can do it. Okay? So, we know that if we play 3 notes at the same time, depending on the spacing of the notes, it's a type of chord. And depending on those spacings, it depends on the chord name, right? Because if we were to do like C, E, G, which again, I'll show you closer to you. So you find 2 black bars. I'll show you somewhere else. So again, I'll show you here. C, E, G. Any 2 black bars. And start from the left of it. And then play E, which is on the right of the 2 black bars. And then G in between the 3, the first 2. C, E, G. That is a major chord because of the distance. If you can see, if you can see, we're skipping 3 notes. You can literally play them. I'll play them for you. Those are the 3 you're skipping, and then you're skipping 2 notes on top. You can physically play them while you're playing the chord because they should not be touched when playing a C major chord. Obviously, you can play them in any other instance, but what a chord progression is chords specifically in whatever key you start on. So we're gonna do C major key. So C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. You remember that scale? We're gonna learn chords in there. So, again, a chord progression is multiple chords specifically in that key. So, for example, I think I showed you this in our very first class, but I could be wrong. We have C major, and if we were to follow that pattern, this instance of not necessarily skipping 3, skipping 2, but this pattern of playing like every other note, moving up. So this would be D, F, and A, and then we keep the pattern going where we're skipping a white note. Then it shows you all the chords in C major that you can use. Sorry. Anyway, so if you were to do that, it shows you 7 chords, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then it goes back to 1. What's it called? So the chord progression that we can learn is we can do 1 to 4 to 5 to 4 to 1. So again, just move your hands going up 1, 2, 3. I'm going up 3, right? Because the first one is 1, and then it goes 1, 2, 3, and then the fourth one. If you go up 3 from the first one, you do the math, which is the fourth. And so you can go from and then you can go up another one from the fourth one. That's where the 5 is. The 1, 4, 5 is super important when it comes to chord progressions and chord selection as well. So they are very prominent because they happen to be the only major chords in the C scale. Naturally, right? Because again, there's all these other chords. There's 7 chords. Not all of them sound as nice as each other because not all of them are major chords. And again, the skip 3, skip 2 is what makes it a major chord. But then you play the next chord. That's a D minor chord, right? Because we're not skipping 2. We're skipping 2 in the beginning, and then we skip 3. Like, let me show you. So right here, we're skipping 2. We're skipping 1, 2, 3, right there, to get to that third one. And that is the makeup of a minor chord. Skipping 2, skipping 3, instead of skipping 3, skipping 2. It's as slight as that. So that's a D minor chord. And then another minor chord. Major chord, major chord, minor chord. Then, I believe a diminished chord. And then back to 1. But you don't need to necessarily know what a diminished chord is or anything like that. Right now we're just doing major chords in C major scale. So let's make this easier for our hands, right? Because, you know, I don't want to go all the way up here and then like try to figure out where I'm supposed to place my hands. There's an easier way. And let me show you. So instead of moving all those around, we can look at this chord right here, which happens to be FAC. We can move this C all the way down here. So that way we can stay here in C major, but we still play FAC. So you're going to play F, A, and then C on the bottom. And this is called an inversion. I'm not expecting you to remember that, but I am expecting you to play C on the bottom, F on top, and an A on top. And then go back to C, E, G. See how nice that sounds? Yeah. So, to make sure that our hands don't really do all that work, because again, you don't want to jump from here to here. It sounds cool. Like if you want that, if you were making up music and you wanted to do that, then sure, that's fine. But just for an example, to show you that you can make it easier on yourself by just moving these 2 fingers up 1 white note. See? But the C stays the same. And now how do we find the 5? make it easier on ourselves, right? So, what we're playing here is G, B, and D. Now let's find this D. Let's move it all the way down. That's one inversion. Again, I'm not expecting you to remember that it's called an inversion, but if you do, then that's cool. So we have D, G, and B still. It's still the same notes. Still the same notes. Doesn't change nothing. But let's bring that B even further down. So now we're here. You have a B. Trying to show you B, D, and G. And this is way closer to this. Because you're not moving the pinky, but you're moving the other two fingers down. One note. So this to here and here. So you're going to play the pinky, and then you're going to move these down one white note. And you can play with whichever finger, does not matter. See how nice that sounds? It sounds very pleasant. So again, that idea of making it easier for us to not move around. Again, this is the 4, the 4th chord in C major scale. Then it goes back to the 1, then to the 5, then back to 1. Sorry. So again, the reason why that works is because we're still sticking with the same letters. It's still F, A, C. It's still C, E, G. And it's still G, B, D. Same thing. So yeah. So I want you to try that at home, practice it, try your best, like always. But yeah, I hope you have a great day today, bud.